Hey friends, hope you've been keeping well. It's been a little while, I guess. As you can no doubt tell, I'm back in the Seattle Gray. Last time we would have spoken would have been Thanksgiving time. I was visiting my parents in the New Hampshire backwoods. I heading back there for the weekend of Christmas pretty soon. Looking forward to that. I'm also looking ahead to next year. And I wanted to noodle at what it might look like. Maybe even declare a resolution or two. You know, I think that we all groan, inwardly or outwardly, at New Year's resolutions these days. We look at the crazy proclamations friends and family have made, and we get to the end of the year and we see their progress and we say to ourselves, what were they thinking? What was I thinking? I've been there. And it can feel quite silly at times. But I think that the desire and maybe even need to do such a thing is not silly at its core. I think it's reflective of something that's fundamental to our natures, along the lines of something that I will paraphrase, because otherwise I'd misquote it. It's the idea that wherever you go, if you don't aim along a path, you will be lost. And I think that's really true from my experience. One thing's for sure, the world has its designs on you, it knows what it wants from you. It'll get its claws in you, use you up, and you'll ask yourself, what was the point of all this? But you can make a counter proposal to the world. You can aim along your own path. And from there, engage in a sense of play with possibilities, what the world has for you and what you have for it. I think that's the spirit of the New Year's resolution. Before I tell you what I have in mind for next year, I want to reflect a little on the past year. Some of y'all may remember the video that I did. Something like Hard Times and Gratitude, I think. Right after I got laid off, I was going through a really tough time. One of the things you probably saw in that video was a distinct lack of humor. And I think that's telling. Going into the experiences of this year, where I dealt with unemployment, major changes in my life and my marriage, going into all that, I didn't really know. I didn't really believe that I could do it, that I could hack it, that I could set my own path and make my own progress along it. And because of that, I got very serious. I got very practical. I got very brutal with myself. And I really brutalized myself the whole year. Constantly peeling back stuff that I saw as extraneous or pointless. Constantly questioning myself, my own intentions, probing closer and closer to the naked core of who I am and what I really need out of this life. And I think what this year has taught me is that I can hack it. I do know who I am, and I'm ready to take the next step. So in 2024, I think the resolution that I want to set is to have fun. To count the skills that I have of making a living, getting things done, doing right by people, to count those things as part of my foundation, and to use that foundation to reach for the new and the good, to reach towards creativity in life, to engage in a sense of play with the world, with my relationships, my hobbies, interests, career, all of it. I think that's the resolution. I thought I might have more to say about it, but I think I said it. If you see this video and you get this far, be curious what your resolution is. What you're going to try to do differently or better in the new year. And if you don't know, also feel free to just drop a note about what this year was about. Maybe the act of sitting down, getting out some words on where you've been. Make it a little more clear on where you want to go. In any case, we'll be on that journey together. And I look forward to seeing how you fare, brothers and sisters. Until then, take care of yourself, alright? Let's all try to be good to each other. I'll see you very soon.